All right, Temur Neoform combo. This is a new one to the format with the introduction of Glasspool Mimic, although I suppose you technically could have done it with Mirror Image before then. We played a variation of this earlier in the week that was looking to be a mid-range deck with a combo backup plan. This build is looking to be more linear and all-in. So this deck can theoretically kill on the third turn of the game. What the combo looks like is you play Sea Gate Stormcaller here. Oh, I guess this is the card you need. So this wasn't a deck previously. We needed Sea Gate Stormcaller, right? So Sea Gate Stormcaller is a new card. Forgot what set this was in. Then when it enters the battlefield, you copy the next instant or sorcery spell you cast with converted mana cost 2 or less. So you play Sea Gate Stormcaller. Then you cast Neoform, sacrificing the Stormcaller, and it copies Neoform. So you then have 2 copies of Neoform on the stack that are each searching up a 3-mana creature. The first Neoform resolves and gets Dualcaster Mage, which enters play and copies the remaining Neoform still on the stack, which then another copy resolves, you get more Dualcaster Mages. Eventually you copy through all of these, getting 4 Dualcaster Mages that are 3/3s because Neoform gives a 1/1 counter. 4 Glasspool Mimics that are 3/3 Dualcaster Mages with 1/1 counters. And then Tuktuk Rubblefort here. Creatures you control have haste. As well as Combat Celebrant, which says if it's attacked and hasn't exerted this turn, you may exert it to untap your creatures and get another combat step. So basically on the third turn of the game, you can put 24 power worth of Dualcaster Mages into play and 5 power worth of Combat Celebrant and attack with everything twice. You need Gilded Goose or Llanowar Elves to have this combo happen turn 3, so we're playing those. We've got Pact of Negation here as a way to stop our opponent's interaction on our combo turn when we're killing them. And then we've got Shimmer of Possibility as well as Valakut Awakening here as spells to kind of filter through our deck to help us find the combo more consistently. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how it goes. Yeah, we're not playing cards like Questing Beast like we had in the mid-range build. Q times, are we playing mode? Oh, yep. You know, part of me wonders, with how much Wizards pushes back on the idea of adding more play queues, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Magic Arena player base is a lot smaller than a lot of us think it is. Pizza, thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub and for the 26 months at that. Blur's year indeed. Alright, well. Don't Thoughtseize me, please. This could draw them Thoughtseize for their Dreadhorde Arcanist. It did not, thankfully. Yeah, Magic Arena is not budget friendly. It is incredibly expensive to play competitively. There are at least as many players as people who complain on Twitter. That alone is probably a pretty healthy sized player base. Alright, my opponent did nothing and then they died, chat. So that was fun. That was a good time. Next time I'd recommend drawing your Thoughtseize's opponent. Stoked for Jim Davis to be included in the Open. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate the 14 months. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So this is how the combo works. We drew some of our Dualcaster Mages, but we still have plenty here to kill them with. Jim Davis is commentating with me for the next Open. There's Tuktuk. There's Combat Celebrant. So again, that was turn 4. For those of you that are new to the format, welcome to Historic. Enjoy your stay. This is probably a matchup where I want a bunch of interaction. How much interaction, though? Because they're a Thoughtseize deck, Pact of Negation's probably not stellar. I think I want to bring in ways to kill their Dreadhorde Arcanist. Maybe I bring in Spell Pierce when I'm on the play. Can see that. Bring in a couple Cinderclasms to clean up the mess. I missed it. Can you do it again? We'll get to it eventually, hopefully. Friendly reminder that Winona is banned in this format. Yeah. I don't know if Crypt is good here. They use their graveyard so much that, like, the timing on it, like, it doesn't get a ton of value usually. It's not like it shuts them down. To the user, Croaky sucks. I hope whatever is so awful about your life that you have to be petty and hateful towards someone who doesn't have to be in your life on the internet improves. That user account is now banned in my chat. Maybe consider becoming a civil, reasonable human being and coming back with a decent username. Galdriel, thanks for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Panza, thanks for the 24 months. I appreciate the 2 years of support. I saw Croaky sucks, another sure chat. You'll not believe it, they got banned there too. God bless. Oh look, they thought seized our land. Sure. Well, we won the first match. So if we draw an untapped land, we could kill them next turn? I mean, I won't even argue with people that, like, they're obligated to like Croakies. Like, not every piece of content every person makes is going to appeal to every person. Like, I very explicitly don't go out of my way to appeal to everyone. But, like, if the content that you're watching on your television doesn't appeal to you, don't be a petty child. Just change the channel. Grow up. Fat Robot, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate the 5 months. Welcome back. I'm glad you enjoyed the Open. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I'll be sending out another sub survey after the Open on the 3rd. So I'm interested in feedback and if what people have liked so far. Bunch of discard spells. We're not doing a whole lot here, unfortunately. I think I'm just passing. And then the Dreadhorde Arcana is just like messes us up from here, right? gonna bring in a couple of Spell Pierces to stop their discard spells. So, I actually think a hand like this is excellent to keep in the discard matchup. Could be anything. I assume they're going to take Valakut Awakening here. So, if our opponent's deck is going to force us into top deck, you might as well keep a hand that's okay with that. So I'm going to go ahead and Valakut Awakening here for my full hand, because if we draw untapped land in our 2 combo pieces, we kill them. Unfortunately, we did not, and Dreadhorde Arcanist is looming to Thoughtseize us again, so we're probably dead at this point. I guess I can Florahedron. That doesn't even really do anything. I already played land for the turn. I guess I'm just passing. Hopefully they cast, like, Pyromancer before they attack, so I can Spell Pierce this Thoughtseize. I'm going to 2-for-1 this Thoughtseize out of the graveyard here, so I can keep my Shimmer. Abaddon Rise, thanks for the 5 months. What would I change in Historic? So the next open is actually going to be a modified Historic format where we are banning Uro, Muxus, and Claim the Firstborn. So if you ask me to choose things that I would change about the format, my answer would definitely be those cards would be what I would get rid of. And if you want to read my justifications for why I think those cards are good ones to remove, you can check out the article on my blog there. Did I get rid of Cardboard Live? If you are watching while we were streaming Runeterra, you'll need to refresh the stream to get the updated overlay. There's a Twitch bug. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the tournament ends up going like on the 3rd. The people that tend to like things like what we're doing on the 3rd tend to be pretty vocal about liking them. So I'm interested to see if... I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it so far, but I think the types of people that won't be interested in it just, like, won't show up. So, like, I definitely think there's a chance that, like, we have a mediocre day, but we'll see. Could be surprised, too. Are there any playable Yasuo decks? Playable's a loose term. I think Yasuo kind of struggles to be competitive at the moment. He requires you to build a very specific synergy type deck that tends to get picked apart a bit. Or like when it doesn't have Yasuo, it's just not strong enough. Daybreak Yasuo is playable. Yeah, I'd believe that. The Daybreak package is really good. I agree. Our deck is definitely looking to beat up on the linear, non-interactive decks in the format. I think our deck is more fast than the other linear decks. Opponent with a lot of thought seizes and removal and stuff kind of picks us apart. Alright. Valakut Awakening, you put Dualcasters back into the deck. I was literally taking a screenshot to tweet dead game. That's true. I can appreciate that. Opponent's username is Murder Pirate, and they've got Angrath as their avatar here. Opponent's playing something sweet over there. My body is ready to be the bad man. I'm the bad man. Well, none of those are the Neoform I wanted for Christmas.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
Peace was never an option, chat. Peace was never an option for this goose. Wow, I didn't even get a bonk noise with my goose bumping off the card.
I'll make use of that.
I've been cheated, chat. I've been robbed.
You will not threaten this world.
Aw, your Grafdigger's cage is too late! Come back next year! Ain't no rest for the wicked. Dualcaster Mages grow on trees. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I like how it's like sorted a couple of the extra ones over here. Do 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 do. Beep 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 do 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 do. So they're probably more likely to have artifact-based hate than instant speed hate. We want a Pact of Negation, so we're just going to trade the packs out for 4 copies of Abrade to kill their cages. Well, I mean, we had another attack for 18 there. Like, if it wasn't lethal, Combat Celebrant gave us another attack step. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm gonna hold on to Valakut Awakening for now in case they cage the elephant next turn. Alright, smoke if you got him. GG! It's a good thing they banned Winota. It makes it so food can't sack for life, but you can still sack food to make mana. Yeah, Goose is on artifact. The mana ability is on the Goose. Yeah, like... that was a polarizing game of Magic. Yep. They often are. Time to ban Neoform. Honestly, probably. I don't think Neoform's ever playable in any, like, looking at non-rotating formats historically speaking, I don't think Neoform's ever doing anything honest. The flip side to that, however, is Neoform's been legal in Modern for forever now, so, you know, we'll see. Three monitors are great, Space 4. Yeah, that too. I type it almost 100 words a minute. Okay. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. I would like one new hand, please. So for people that are, I've had a couple other people comment on testing for the Open. As a heads up, there is a modified historic channel in the subscribers Discord server where you can go and chat about the format or say, hey, looking for match. So also, if you're someone who's interested in just playing modified historic, you don't need to be playing in the Open to talk in that channel and hang out and play games with people in that channel. If you want to help other people test, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. If you're interested in playing some historic without the obnoxious cards. Well, some of the obnoxious cards, I suppose. Okay, Dub's Pact of Negation means we could definitely... oh, I should have played that as the red side, right? Whoops. It'll be okay. Ramajammy, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yes, Pact of Negation, the fairest and most balanced of Magic cards. Main deck Aether Gust. Yep. Yep. Sounds about right. I'm going to start holding on to the rest of these cards, because if I draw another Valakut card, I'd like to cycle them all away. If deck lists were private in events, would that enable more brews? No. If your deck, you should just build better decks. Your deck is still bad, you should feel bad. The logistics of running coverage also make having deck list private not be feasible, because then that puts people who are on coverage at a strict disadvantage in the tournament. So even if we thought that was the case, which I really don't, that will not be something that we do, that could happen because of logistics of coverage. I keep forgetting to make food. Should probably do that. Especially with this shark attacking us. Not making food's a pretty big mistake. So I would actually have 2 more food here I think I missed. It was real sloppy. Peace was never an option, chat. The geese are going to war. So we've put 7 cards on the bottom of our deck. So there's 4 Neoforms in 33 cards right now. So three packs and a dream. Our opponents rank 414, chat. And they're playing blue-white control. They're super tryharding. Get Pact of Negated. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to Thunderdome. Nice to play with you. Do you think they'll still be vertical after I play this third pack, chat? Or you think they'll be horizontal? Tilt for me, baby. Oh, yeah. Just like we drew it up. Who thought, like, can we just appreciate for a moment that they put Pact of Negation into this format, but they didn't put Flame Tongue Kavu into it? Can we just, like, think about that? I had fun. Did you guys have fun? I had fun. Alright, so this is a Spell Pierce matchup, I think. Full Trim, Tangled Florahedron. I think we keep this, right? Are we awakening this one back into our deck? I think we are. Do I plan to cycle this Triome? Probably not. The blockers can be relevant, Blue Man. I also like Spell Pierce better because Spell Pierce is a card we can play against, Spell Pierce is a card that can play against Thoughtseize. So I'm going to let this happen, and then while we're still at end of turn here... Wow! That's incredibly rude. That's just the most rude. How's a guy supposed to combo through that, chat? How's a guy supposed to combo through a Dovin's Veto? Cast 2 Stormcaller, it's a good thought. We're gonna have another Shimmer or Valakut Awakening here. Cast a Kick Stormcaller. That's technically correct, isn't it? That. Yeah, we're gonna take Shimmer. Do we go? We have this, chat. Do we go for the kicked Stormcaller? I think that's the plan, huh?
Right on schedule. You know what? I'm not.
Well, now I have two Stormcallers set up, right? So I can just, like, play this, and then next turn we go Stormcaller, Stormcaller, Neoform?
Keep up the pace.
Yes, pizza. This is bait. They didn't take it. Alright, I think we're only bottoming that. Oh, I could have bottomed this guy, the Llanowar Elf, too. Rats. Dove and Vito's a rough one? Why? We're gonna win. Oh, wait. This doesn't work, does it? They veto the one we're targeting, right? Is that what's gonna happen? I think they veto the one we try to clone, right? I don't actually think this works for us. If the opponent messes up here, we get them, but I don't think they're about to mess up. Thanks, pizza. So, this comes into play. I target this, they veto it in response, and then I no longer get it. Now I lose? Why? I have 5 mana. I can pay for Pact of Negation. I didn't have 3 Neoforms. Chat, listen, for people that don't understand how Magic works, because you're bad at the game, if I try to copy something, and the thing I'm trying to... Oh, wait, are they dead? Are they dead here? Does Clone Celebrant work here? Because they messed up. Ah, alright. Alright. Oh my god, I just clicked tick action. So that should have gone to the bottom of my deck. Obviously. Wasn't paying attention. They also have Wrath in their deck still. Alright, I'll go to game 3. Yeah, Vito's a tough nut to crack. I don't know that we don't really have counterplay against it. So again, to explain what's happening, even though I have the double Sea Caller Stormgate doesn't work, and I didn't think it through until it was on the stack when chat talked me into it. So what happens is the first copy resolves. This trigger goes on the stack targeting Neoform. When they veto the Neoform Dualcaster Mage's targeting, the Neoform getting vetoed is no longer on the stack. So Dualcaster Mage is no longer targeting and its ability fizzles. So then what happens with Kicker, it does work. Is that true? That's not true either. So if you kick this, it gets copied twice. And then when your Dualcaster Mage comes into play, it targets something, they veto the thing you're targeting, your ability fizzles, and then you still have one Neoform on the stack that resolves, and then the thing comes into play and then nothing happens. Yes, you actually just don't have counterplay against veto. I guess there's some mix of, you could have Dualcaster Mages in your hand. So like, the thing we have to set up to play around it is, we need to combo with the Dualcaster Mage in our hand, and then like Neoform with the trigger, and then Dualcaster Mage in response to them vetoing us. Oh, we should play the elf from Jump Start. We're gonna put those in our sideboard after this. That's a great call. That is a fantastic. Allosaurus Shepherd stops green spells from being countered. Phenomenal idea. It also, Allosaurus Shepherd also lets you just have a beatdown plan as a backup, which is great. I didn't bring in Abrade for Cage. Didn't bring in Abrade for Cage. Let's get some Allosaurus Shepherds in our deck. Oblog Osprey, thanks for the 3/4 year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I think I should probably just always bring in Abrade. Let's get rid of these bad decks here so they're not cluttering up my stuff. Allosaurus Rider is $60 on Magic Online. Lol, secondary markets. Is that a good draw, chat? think I'd rather sacrifice Florahedron, right? It doesn't really matter. Keep my 2-1. So if we draw a land next turn, we can Neoform this and then Dualcaster Mage the Neoform to go. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. So if I would have kept Florahedron, we could have tried to combo again this turn, right? That's a good observation. Okay, so I punted this, right? JK Magic's easy. Do 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 do. Flame Burst X, thanks for the 13 months. I appreciate the Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Morning, Bob. This combo is incredibly click efficient. You are not wrong. Alright, so we have to board in 8 cards here. We need to bring in Abrades for cages, and we need to bring in Allosaurus Shepherds for their counter spells. What am I cutting? I think it's Florahedron and Goose. Is that the plan? I think that's the plan. What gives haze? Tuktuk Rubblefort. Just like we drew it up, chat. Just like we drew it up. Hand sucks keep. Hand's great keep. I think is what you meant to say. Hand's a little abrasive, but you know, it is what it is. What turn are you comboing on? Depends on how much disruption they have. The deck can combo on turn 3. Thanks for the 20 months, Matt. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Do we YOLO here? What are the odds they have 2 counter spells? Low? I guess one of them's face up. Yeah, I think that's the idea. I'm gonna end Step Awakening. The problem is, like, they could have more cards like this. Because they won't... What's the thought? If they have, like, a veto, we can't get through that. Who's got 2 thumbs and can't beat Mystical Dispute? This guy right here. You see the pausing as they're going over our cards as they get Pact of Negated? Just that oh shit, what up moment? Just like, oh no. They took the bait, chat. They countered the Valakut Awakening and they took the bait. You love to see it, chat. I don't know if this deck is good, but it's definitely great. This deck's gonna make a lot of people very salty. Do we finally have the new addition to... Do we finally have a new addition to the meme section on my website? Hey, thanks for the 21 months, Sunshine. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, I added Shepherd. Is this it? Is this the deck added to the meme section? It's playing Pact of Negation, so feels appropriate. Oh look, just a casual turn 3 kill. No big deal. Don't mind me. Feels modern, man. I'm gonna go open some Jumpstart packs to try and get some Dualcaster Mages. Look at this person, they're funny, they have jokes. They have jokes. Basic Forest, Llanowar Elves, no counter spells, no discard spells, you're dead! Get him out of here! Oh no! Just a Steel Leaf Champion. Alright, kill you. Now, there's a lot of people who are a part of the fake news media that are gonna try and tell you that my deck has executed a turn 3 kill and it is unfair. However, simple mathematics will show that I took 3 turns and my opponent took 2 turns, and even my 5-year-old knows that 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is very clearly a turn 5 kill, which is more than okay. So don't let the fake news get to you, chat. It's basic mathematics. Are we a real Eternal format now? Yes. Alright, so I don't expect them to really have stuff I need to pact. I think there's a good chance they have Cage, so we're just going to swap the 4 packs for 4 Abrades and call it a day. Hey, Space, are you still here? Imagine being that person. Imagine being that person you were responding to on Twitter and having their bio, and imagine accusing me of being somebody you don't want to represent your stuff. Just like, yikes. Yikes. Easy mulligan here, right? No colors of mana. Yeah, this is fine. Not amazing, but fine. We'll bottom and Abrade here. You think our deck's the bad guy, but... Actually, a real question is, should I put this up on the website or are they gonna ban it? Do I wanna spend $15? Do I wanna spend money on artwork to get it up on my website if it's possibly just gonna get banned? Alright, sick. Show me Neoform. There it is! Uh, 6, 11, 12, 13. Not dead. So, like, and again, this is where I have, like, philosophical ban list differences with Wizards, so maybe they'll leave this okay. I think this type of deck that we are currently playing, even if it's not overpowered, this style of deck is incredibly unhealthy to have be competitive. The types of games it generates on the turns it generates them are not reasonable. Oh my gosh! This card is from War of the Spark, isn't it? I totally didn't realize that. That makes total sense. It is definitely from... How have I never made that connection before? Good lord. I've never realized that Neoform was a War of the Spark card. Like, they really should just call that set the War on Magic, because, like, it was definitely the tipping point of where things got bad. Like, good golly. More of the Spark because F him, that's why. Oh, this is the Noxious Neoform combo deck. He beat me with this on Monday. It's really good, Sean. It is. We've got Pact of Negations and Abrades to kill Grafdigger's cages. It's very, very silly. Thank you for the 23 months, by the way. I appreciate that. This is close, so we technically have 2 lands. We're on the draw. No companions, so no information about what they're playing. The Combat Celebrant in the opener feels potentially a little sketch too. I think this is awkward enough that I'm going to mulligan it looking for a better 6. Peace, Osby. Great. Mono Black God Pharaoh's Gift. I think Pact pushes it over the top, Gengar. And when you say another creature combo deck that can be disrupted by removal on turn 3, it's like... They banned the other ones of those, right? Like, I guess Muxus is technically legal at the moment, but, like, they banned Winota for a reason. So if I play Florahedron here and I draw an untapped land, we kill them next turn, right? Because we Neoform this into whatever it's called, and then Neoform after that trigger. Yeah, so if we draw untapped land next turn, they die. Because double Neoform. Oh no, I'm dumb. I needed to play Goose. Oh, I had it locked up guaranteed. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. This turns into a 3-drop. I had new talking clicking at the same time. So if I would have played this and a tapped land, next turn I would have guaranteed killed them. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I could have gone Glasspool Mimic Goose there, and then we would have killed them next turn guaranteed. Although, it looks like they're going to Chupacabra eat our thing, so maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so I was skillfully playing around them having Godbarrow's Gift next turn. For those of you at home taking notes, that was intentional what I did, and I was just playing around this. I think we're dead this turn, right? They're gonna bring back Fiend Artisan, which will be a 10/10. So I have to chump block, and if I have to chump block, I don't have any outs to combo kill them next turn. I believe we have died. We've been out linear, chat. Now, worth noting here that had this been a post-board game, this Pact would be in Abrade. So we'd have been much better off in a post-board game. We'll get to swap that out here in a moment. Is Historic a turn 3 format? Not generally. This is a turn 3 deck, though. Occasionally. I mean, your turn 3 in this deck requires you to have 2 different 4-ups plus a mana dork, so, like, it's also not super consistent. Would I rather have Abrade or Tormod's Crypt? Do I split the difference? I could just coward split it. I could do both, too. Yeah, that's true. Trim a couple of Florahedron. Let's do that. Huh. So I technically have all my colors of mana here. We got 2 red-green duels and some Glasspool Mimics. And I have an Abrade, and I have 1 of my combo pieces, so I think I keep this. It's a scotch awkward that we have 3 of our 8 things in our hand, but hopefully we'll draw Valakut Awakening here. Jeremiah Vetter, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. So with this draw, we just need to spike a Neoform to combo. I kill this, I think. No, I played Pathway because I wanted to hold up Abrade. I think modal dual-face land cards are a definite step in the right direction for resource variants. Yeah. Yeah, and the only people that aren't happy with the double-faced spell land cards are magic boomers who you should probably stop listening to. They are everything great about recent designs. They're very, very sweet. Really, really pleased with how they've been playing out. They're the best thing to happen to Magic since I started playing the game. They're really, really well done. Cards that give players more choices are good for the game. I don't think that's valid criticism at all, Pomoyne. Magic the Gathering is obviously a game designed to sell loot boxes, and loot boxes in no way, shape, or form in the price of those cards should be taken into consideration when it comes to balancing the cards. Magic's expensive. It's just how it is. I also don't think the mythic ones are inherently the best out of those. Like, I think the... Like, even look at this deck that we're playing, right? Like, we're playing a bunch of them, and none of them are the mythic ones. So I actually think they did a really good job. They did a really good job with balancing them overall. Yeah, the blue mythic one is really bad. I agree. Okay, well, Neoform's lethal. And it says, you know, talking about the power level of this deck, sometimes it just doesn't work and you die. You're an A-B combo deck that has to find part A and part B. And sometimes you just, you don't pop off. That's just how it goes. We have Shimmer and we have Valakut Awakening, whatever the red flip card is, but sometimes you don't get there. In peak Magic Twitter, I had someone respond to my post talking about how Claim the Firstborn creates polarizing gameplay for small creature decks, and they started off by saying how they disagreed with my post, and then they went on to say how, yes, it is polarizing. It's just like, well, I don't get it. You disagree with me, but then you described the same thing I described, so it's like, maybe you don't get it. Distortion, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, I agree. Figleaf Plays, that game was a good example of why, if this goes up on my website, it will go. It will go in the meme section. He says, perking up, drawing his turn 3 kill. No! Boo! Boo! Thoughtseize! Boo! Thoughtseize! How am I supposed to turn 3 kill you if you interact with me, opponent? It's no fun. So, people in chat that have been around probably largely know my opinion on cards like Thoughtseize. I'm not a huge fan of them. I think the idea that Thoughtseize keeps things like what we're playing in check is kind of silly. I think even with Thoughtseize in the format, our style of deck creates a lot of really feel-bad type games, and I'd much rather they just ban things like this than, like, make Thoughtseize be in every format, but obviously they feel differently. Alright, 2 shots to the second Neoform here to win the game. I really dislike the Thoughtseize's skill testing argument. I really don't think it's a particularly skill testing card. It tests like, I guess if you view memorization as a skill, I don't know. I don't view memorization as skill testing. Really hate memorization as a form of like, I'm learning something so I memorized it. So, I think I'm taking the Stormcaller there, and then next turn we'll go Stormcaller into Shimmer. I don't think I want a second red land in play right now. I might want to play this as its spell part here if the Shimmer breaks off next turn. Hey, shimmer, shimmer. Do. You think Temur Rogues is gonna be oppressive? Bless your heart. This is why we took the land, so that way when they do that, I can still kill them this turn. I'd love to have a standard format where that's true too. You and me both. Gosh, I hope they Pact of Negate me and I get to Pact of Negation them back. Just like 2 total degenerates duking it out. I think they're a Pact deck too, yeah. I agree, Disoriental. Big agree. Omnath felt very fine to me. I think there's a lot of things they could ban in Standard. What will they do? I don't know. They're not super logical or consistent with what they ban. So I think trying to approach asking what will they ban from a logical and consistent basis is not good. I'm going to decline showing them Combat Celebrant here since I have Lethal without it. Ban Rune Crab. That's the mill crab, right? Don't leak the ban list. The crabs that come in. Do I click submit here? I think I just click submit. I don't expect them to have Grafdigger's Cage. Maybe Shepherd, should this be the matchup for it? No, Shepherd's for the Dovin's Veto matchup. Because we can't Pact of Negation Dovin's Veto. You want Shepherd over some Dorks? No, I don't think so. Like, I don't expect my opponent to have that many counterspells. My opponent's a Thoughtseize deck, chat. So, like, I expect them to have some counters, but I have Pact of Negation for those. And, like, Shepherd's just going to get swept away by their sweeper, so I think I'd rather have Pact of Negation to fight their counterspell access. And remember, we're a linear combo deck, so, like, every piece of interaction I bring in is making my deck less consistent and slower. So, when in doubt, when sideboarding with these decks, less is more. If you're not 100% sure what your opponent is doing, click submit. If you want to hedge, like Cage, bring in Abrade, cut Pact of Negation. But in general, less sideboarding tends to be better. By the way, chat, while I have 1,100 of you here, if you're in the United States, there's 40 days till Election Day. Make sure you're registered to vote. This is fine. Not amazing, but fine. Bottom Dualcaster Mage. Good on you, Fahawk. A lot of places have early voting in place already. If you can do that, do that. Thankfully, I live in Canada. Mad jealous. Mad jealous, Chaos Orb. Alright, we're a Neoform away from killing them next turn.
I have practiced against many things.
One of your finest Neoforms, please, deck. Defrian Training, thank you for the 20 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Are we just double shimmering this turn? I think we're just double shimmering this turn, huh? This might be greedy. I don't know. I want a lot of anti-interaction next turn. Yeah, you swing and you miss with that Narset. We really need them to not find Thoughtseize.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil hone your prowess.
If my wife ever lost her job that provides us with reasonable benefits for being, in spite of being Americans, we would very likely consider moving out of the country. But Bearded Beer on time. Thanks for the 5 months. My job can be done from anywhere. Which is a nice upside to it. But we are... My wife and I are incredibly privileged as far as Americans go. Her job comes with a lot of benefits that are not the norm for most jobs in the United States.
I have just the trick for this.
Those are quite the Narsets. Stream Decker sporadically has bandwidth issues at release time. So if they don't have Thoughtseize here post-combat, they should be dead. Yeah, I'm excited to work with Jim too. Should be a fun tournament. If you're interested in playing in the upcoming Hoaglandia Open, be sure to check out the event page on MTG Melee. Hello, speaking of my lovely wife. How are the monsters this morning? Another 10 minutes.
I just need somebody to complain to.
You need someone to...
Haley just smiles when I talk to her because she has no idea that I'm complaining.
Do you feel bad?
It's kind of rude.
Feel bad complaining to the smiling baby?
Not only that, but like, it's like she's laughing at me.
Is this Splinter Twin? I mean, it's not Splinter Twin. No. Bad Sultai opponent. Yeah, it does. It does, puppy. Somebody was definitely eliminated there. We've been doing this for 90 minutes. Yeah, I like to end on a high note. Let's wrap there. Climbing. Yeah, I think I might, if this deck stays legal for another week or so, I might throw it up on the website. It's definitely sweet. To answer the question people are going to ask, this definitely felt better than the, like, tempo, mid-rangey build that we tried to play previously. Like I said, I think the number of cards you're required to play in this combo with just, like, 4 Dualcasters, 4 Glasspool, and Tuktuk, it's just too many cards to have a reasonable fair deck backup plan. And honestly, I was really impressed with both Valakut Awakening and Shimmer of Possibility and their ability to help us find our combo points consistently. What's the point of Goose over Paradise Druid? So, that's a good question. So, the reason why you want 1 mana dorks in this deck is because if you have a 1 mana creature in play, you can combo kill with 2 Neoforms. So, if you play 1 mana dork on 1, you can Neoform a dork into Sea Gate Stormcaller, and then this triggers, and then you use the second Neoform to combo from there. So the upside to playing these as 1 mana dorks is they let double Neoform be another combo instance. And then Florahedron is obviously better than Paradise Druid because it doubles as land. And honestly, one of the things that was, again, really sweet about this deck is, like, this was an 18 land combo deck, right? Which is, like, what you see in, like, Modern and even Legacy sometimes. But we have 12 of these spell land double cards that are just excellent. So, yeah, I think I'm going to throw this one up on the website in the meme section. Allosaurus Shepherd and Abrade feel like they both go a long way towards fixing problems that you have between answering Grafdigger's Cage and answering counterspells. The other sideboard slots here, I could kind of take or leave. I don't think I'm particularly married to any of these, like I am to her. But Allosaurus Shepherd and Abrade are definitely 8 slots you want, and these other 7 you could do whatever you want with. At any rate, that's going to wrap up for me for today. For people that aren't used to my new schedule, if you're a regular or someone new to the channel, I basically am streaming twice a day on weekdays now. So I'll be back again this evening with some more Historic from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. I'll be live again tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and then Saturday morning as well. So few hours every morning, few hours every evening. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Remember, get registered to vote if you're in the United States. Stay safe out there. All the COVID stuff still going on, and hopefully I'll catch some of you all around tonight. Remember, if you want more Hoaglandia content in the meantime, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Let's find someone to host for people that are staying on Twitch.